My biggest sleepers of the NBA season. I'm going to start out with the Western Conference. I'm going to go the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, Memphis Grizzlies are not as talked about as people should be talking about them because you got Ja Morant coming back, who missed 73 games last year with the shoulder injury and then also the suspension. You know, there's a lot going on with that. And then the Grizzlies drafted Zach Edey after they traded Steven Adams, which I think is a great move. I mean, Zach Edey was really good in college last year. I mean, he led the nation in scoring, 25.2 points per game. He's 7'4", 300 pounds. He takes up space. Now, the one thing about him, he takes up space, which Ja Morant does go to the paint a lot. So that can also be one thing that could disrupt this Memphis Grizzlies team. But, I mean, they still got Desmond Bane, who's a good scoring guard. They've got Marcus Smart as well. So they've got pieces. They have got Brandon Clark, who's a good big man. So they have pieces. Jaren Jackson. So why they're a sleeper? I mean, I feel like Memphis can exceed the expectations people have from them this year, which I don't think is a whole lot. I mean, what are we expecting of the Memphis Grizzlies this year? Maybe to be a play-in team? Maybe. I mean, I think they would be a playoff team with Ja Morant. I mean, that's almost a guarantee, I feel like. With Ja Morant on the floor, you're going to the postseason. But, I mean, the thing that the Grizzlies do need to improve on is their defense. And I'm going to play a soundbite really quick. Ja Morant, it was during training camp. He kind of talked about, you know, him coming back and things like that and what this team really does need to improve on, and also himself.
Obviously, for us to be a good team, you know, I got to, you know, pick it up on that end. Not get targeted late in games, you know, want the, you know, best assignments. Like you said, you know, my athleticism and, you know, abilities on the floor, I don't see why I can't, you know, be a, you know, a good defender and, you know, picking up full. I did pretty good today. Got a couple steals and a little rim grazer dunk. So, yeah, man, it's the, you know, the next leap I got to take.
The next leap, he's right. I mean, I think also when it comes to guards in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play offense, obviously, and you got to be able to play defense. You got to be a two-way player. And the minute Ja Morant can do that is the minute this Memphis Grizzlies team will take that jump. They will. And also, I think Zach Edey's a good young center. So if they can pick off where Ja Morant and the Grizzlies left off a couple years ago, I think they'll be back to being in contention in the West. They could. And Ja Morant had a great first game back, by the way, against the Jazz. 22 points, 10 assists. What else can you ask for him? What else can you ask? I mean, you can't ask anything else. So I think the Grizzlies are a huge sleeper. They are. No one talks about them enough. Another sleeper, Eastern Conference. Miami Heat. My Heat. We're right here. Right here. I know I don't got the jersey on, but I got the suit. So don't worry, Heat Nation. I'm not going away, okay? No, hold on. I am going to pick on this Heat right now, okay? Why am I looking at this box score from the Magic Heat game, okay? Season opener in Miami with the new Jumbotron and the new Heat, you know, basketball with the fire in the middle. Why am I seeing right now Jimmy Butler, 8 shots, Bam, 8 shots, but then Rozier and Nikola Jovic take the most shots out of anybody on the entire roster? What is happening? Haywood Highsmith took the exact same shots as Jimmy. That should not happen. Unacceptable. Jimmy Butler had 3 points. This is your last year in Miami if you keep doing this. If you keep messing with us and not trying during the regular season. I mean, I need to see some effort here, okay? And this is why Pat Riley hasn't given you a new contract. He would have given you a new contract. What I think the Heat should do, because the Heat did get blown out pretty bad. Now, I'm not going to say the score because I don't want to pain Heat fans too much here. But I will say this team has a lot of depth. And they have a lot of players that still need to prove themselves. which I think is a good combination. But the Heat seem to underperform during the regular season, or we overachieve like crazy all year. I mean, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. But I mean, I can't be seeing Tyler Hero take, the third amount of shots on the team. Bam Adebayo taking 5 shots. I mean, what is that? I mean, 7 of his 9 points were from the free throw line. I mean, what is that? That Jimmy and Bam had the worst plus minus out of any player on this roster in this game. Minus 30 for both of these guys. I mean, what is going on? And then we also let Banchero drop 33 and Franz Wagner drop 23, excuse me. I mean, we're letting these young studs come into South Beach, Wade County and do their thing. And I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. What are we going to do? Are we going to blow it up? Are we going to keep Bam and blow it up? I mean, what is the Heat's plan right now? Are we in pursuit of winning a championship? I would like to say we are, but I'm a little unsure of our intentions here. I mean, I'm really not sure. But Pat Riley always seems to be the man with the plan. And he did get honored yesterday at the Heat Arena, and the Heat just absolutely put up a disgraceful performance. It's called Pat Riley Court now. We couldn't even win the first game there. But I want to play this video. Heat Nation, I know you're going to like this. I'm really going to enjoy this video right here. So, Pat Riley, I appreciate you. 30 years in the organization, 3 championships. You couldn't have done a better job as an executive and a head coach and player in this league.
And the Miami Heat are going to be champions of the basketball world.
I think the fortunes of the team dramatically changed when Pat came aboard.
It was clear that the Heat were determined to make a statement about who they were.
I believe that we could go down and change the culture and we could turn it quick.
Don't back up, run to it.
All of a sudden, the Miami Heat had something it never had before. It had an identity.
He immediately made us relevant.
Wade. Oh, punch the ball behind the alley-oop, and a jab by Shaq.
We back. I mean, Heat culture. That's all I gotta say. Heat culture. I mean, what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? This is Heat culture. Pat Riley, you go back. Glenn Rice, Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway, Dwayne Wade, Udonis Haslem. I mean, I could keep going. But, this man has been responsible for so much success, not just in the Heat organization, but outside of it. And I want him to do well. And I'm going to be there November 29th against the Toronto Raptors. Book it. Be ready. Okay? Because I want to see a W, by the way. I don't want to see, no one coming out here and giving no else. So
talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my